Colerain Cardinals coach Mike Wiseman, a LaSalle alumni from 2002, back to play his former alma mater and back to play his former coach, Coach Albrink. But Michael Wiseman says it is all Cardinals tonight. Good evening and welcome into another Waycross TV production. We are here covering OHSAA Varsity Soccer. Good evening, I'm Josh Semstrad. In the booth with me tonight, my good friend Dean Lowry. Dean, how we doing?
Doing great. It's really hot out here tonight, Josh. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys coming at one of their first games of the season. We got to see how their conditioning has gone over the summer.
Conditioning will be huge tonight, as will hydration. Hydration will be huge tonight. And yes, it's opening night here for the LaSalle Lancers. Their first game against CHCA rained out. Colerain coming into this game with a loss and a win.
They won apiece. They won 4-2 against Harrison just the past game. They're sitting in the GMC 1-1. The defending champions are Fairfield. Colerain hasn't won a championship since 2001, so they've got some work, but we'll have to see. The year's just getting started. You got to have a good early start and set the tone for the rest of the year.
Yeah, LaSalle out of the GCL, a GCL-GMC matchup. They met last year. LaSalle took that game 1-0. That was also the opening game of last year. And LaSalle trying to come off and continue off another great season last year. LaSalle, it'll be important for them to keep up that strong defense, set the tone early for the season. Former Player of the Year goalie Nate Logan and a bunch of other 16 seniors.
They graduated 16 seniors on the same team. This next class is really going to have to step up and show that they weren't leading the whole attitude of the team. They're still underclassmen that are ready to step up.
Nate Logan, Player of the Year honors last year, now headed over to Xavier University to 10 goal for the Muskies. And we'll look to get underway here. Captain Zach Arnold out to kick off for the Lancers.
He's one of those seniors that needs to step up and be a leader. He's got that captain armband on. He's actually played keeper and out in the field, so he's a real athlete.
Yeah, I understand that he's as he wears the captain band tonight, and we'll see a major change in direction here. He's been captain as a goalkeeper and as a forward. So senior of this team, really a leader, been a 3-year starter. It'll be important for him to step up tonight as we see a throw in here for LaSalle.
Yeah, you'll be seeing him sit on the point of this offense. He's going to be driving a lot of the ball forward, looking to play it back to his wings.
So we'll have a few give and goes on the sideline here at Buddy LaRosa Field. And a beautiful night for soccer. It is hot out, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast here.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about weather postponing this game, that's for sure. It looks beautiful. Sitting around the high 80s.
Definitely feels a little hotter than that with the humidity, and this one's going to roll down towards the corner. We'll have a throw the other way.
Yeah, it seemed like a bit of nerves with all the long balls played straight out of bounds at the very start. Now it's starting to calm down. Going to look a little more tactical play.
Efkeman takes it into McAllister, and then a big boot forward from Zach Arnold trying to meet his man Christian Velasquez. Yeah, some long balls here early. Again, first game for LaSalle tonight. And we're going to have a foul here.
Yeah, not going to get away with those.
Troy Messerschmidt was the one tripped up.
Something to look at when they're setting up kicks like this is that the defense finding their shape, especially for LaSalle. It's their first game of the entire year. It's very important for them to make sure that their positioning on defense, they stay in their form, they're able to rotate well. And that's all that offseason coaching.
And they do just that right there. Dean, an easy ball in for goalkeeper Nathaniel Fantetti. Big shoes to fill for him this year. And we talked about all the graduating seniors from this team, but both plenty of underclassmen that are stepping up to play in this game.
That's for sure. If you look down their roster, the class years just varied greatly. You don't see just a huge, like 16 seniors. That's more than I've ever heard, honestly.
Long ball into the zone this time. Will be cleared up into the air. Still at the top of the key. Volley back in. Left side looking, Zachary Harvey.
There's some good hustle for that 50-50 ball in the midfield there. If they're able to jump up and win those each time, that really gives you a huge advantage going into the rest of the game.
That was Harvey and Efkaman over there on the left wing trying to maintain possession for the Lancers. Almost a good ball in there from the keeper.
Nice and physical. That's the kind of soccer I like seeing right there.
They're letting them play, and that's what you want to see from your captain there, setting that aggressive tone early. Switch sides for Colerain here. Now back the other way. It's TJ Neiman. He'll try and send it in, stolen away, and we'll have a foul called here.
Colerain was getting a little bunched up there on their offense. This is one of those early game things that you're going to have to look out for.
And here's the replay of that rough shot there.
Ooh.
Definitely
Oh, yeah, lots of contact. And right here, too.
So now the Cardinals
throwing 3 on the wall.
Just about 30 yards out. Dangerous spot here. We'll see how the Lancers back line does.
Arnold comes back and directs a man helping out his keeper.
Alex McAfee to take the kick. Long ball in, line drive is going to sail to the left.
Straight at it.
That was a rocket.
Yeah, trying to catch the keeper sleeping there. Is that Fantetti? Just trying to test him out, make sure he's awake. I'm always split on that, the whole thought process behind testing the keeper early. At some point, it's like, well, they might be cold, they might not be warmed up, but playing keeper in high school, I always liked getting a few touches early, felt like I was part of the game.
Sure.
That way, when a big moment comes later, you're already feeling comfortable.
Get the juices flowing early, and I think that's some of the aggressive play you're seeing as the start of the season has been delayed for the Lancers after those post-game.
There's
a
a
good
flag
ball
up on
in
the far
here.
Side.
And almost a good look there for Zach Harvey.
Ref did not see that flag. He was called offside before that play.
Watch the replay here, and just a smidge offside.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if he was off and came back on to receive that ball, or if it was the second run. I didn't quite catch when the flag went up. I just saw it up.
Definitely hit a little stutter step there. Mason Powers, goalkeeper for Colerain, just going to kick a little dribble out to the left wing there.
Looks like LaSalle's running a flat 4. There's a lot more depth on the Colerain's formation when they're walking back, I'm noticing. Both have their advantages and disadvantages.
James Allridge there, the one with the stop for the Lancers. Continued into the box now. Nice ball. Will be a little too wide. Looking for Harvey again on that left wing.
It's a nice little short passes right there by LaSalle. Get a couple more of those. You might have a good opportunity on goal.
Will McAllister was the footer into the 6 there. Just a little long, though, for Harvey.
There's a lot of good defensive pressure by LaSalle's offense that was causing that turnover. Let's see if they can receive the ball again.
McAllister working on 2 defenders there to try and regain possession. Nice foot from Arnold, and foul will be called.
It's going to go against the Lancers there.
And watch your replay here. Just gets his foot on it, does Arnold. And unable to keep possession. The foul called there on Harvey.
Definitely had his hands out on his jersey. I could see that call.
Copenhaver taking the kick for the Cardinals. Long ball into the center. Volley back, and I think that went off the Lancers last. That was Ethan Reppert.
Give me another Cardinal throw. There's a flag on the far side, on the close side of the field, actually, that ref did not see. Looks like it's too late now. He still got the flag.
And I think the
other sideline official seems to have, well,
maybe that did go off on Colerain, because line judge opposite side from us was calling for a change in direction.
Yeah, he must have overruled him. Worked
Volley
out for
back
Lancer
out.
fans there.
Aldridge on the throw. Heads in past a few guys. Arnold going to try and take possession. And a nice ball in now onside. We're going to have a look here for the Lancers. Chase Willis trying to keep possession and send it in. Ball's going to sail out of bounds. Lancers will keep possession.
That was a great collapse by the Cardinals D there. Both the left back and the left center back were able to work together. Pincer him into the corner. Didn't really give him any options. Ooh.
Christian Velasquez doing some work. Fancy footwork. He'll keep it in just barely. Can't get a keep of it.
Sends
Switch
it over,
directions
back post.
now. Nice ball from Arnold off the chest. Tries to get a shot off and can't get a clean look at it. Excuse me, that was Zach Harvey, number 6 on the left wing there, that was trying to get that ball in. And watch your replay here.
I want to know who this actually came off of. It's definitely contact by both, but who hit it last? Ooh.
That's very hard to tell. That was a nice ball off the chest from Harvey there, but could not get a clean foot on it. And now the Cardinals will head up, send it into the middle, dribbling across field east to west.
He's making great use of his space. Now he's got to find his man. There we go. Oh, yep, you're going to get that one.
Definitely a foul there.
Atlanta fans don't like that call, but it's probably for the best.
Pretty fair call. Watch your replay here and right in front of the referee there.
Yeah.
James Aldridge trying to make the aggressive defensive play. And another dangerous kick here for the Cardinals.
They're lining up a lot in the back post. There's not enough Lancers back there to mark currently. They're sending them back now.
Chris Mangold with the kick for the Cardinals. Nice ball in, finds his man,
shot.
and a shot and a goal!
Puts it right in there. That's Chris Foster, I believe.
Chris Foster indeed for his 2nd goal of the season.
The Cardinals gets a piggyback ride halfway back down the field.
Watch your replay here. Nice settle down there and right off the bounce. A nice shot there for the Cardinals. That was great. Great foot to catch that off the bounce.
Kickball power. You know when you ask the pitcher for a little bit of bounce.
Little bit of bounce,
ball,
yeah.
Gives you that right on top of the laces. Sends it into the back of net. Great shot.
So the Lancers will try and respond here. Almost a nice ball to Harvey. Devin Helms on defense for the Cardinals. We'll put that out in a throw here. Big throw into the center, and open man can't control the ball. That was Velasquez trying to get his foot on it.
He made a great check up to it, just wasn't able to control it there. Ball's going to roll out, and it's going to be Lancer's ball anyways.
About 10 minutes in, 1-0 Cardinals after the goal from Chris Foster. We'll be back to the goalkeeper for the Cardinals. Big boot down the center.
Sends it long.
And a nice
Good
play
Send
there
it back.
by James Allridge to send it back to the Cardinals goalkeeper.
Yeah, you'd like to see more out of possession like that, but getting it out's not the worst. LaSalle got bunched up a lot there again on D. Gotta maintain that midfield. A lot of the play for both teams, though, has been just going down the wing.
Dylan Huddleston was the one tripped up there. Looked for the call, but not going to get it. This time he'll receive a nice pass off the head of Alex McAfee.
I think he might have got that clean. I don't know. It's close.
Let's take a look at the replay here, Dean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he got his foot there. Good call by the referee.
James Aldridge trying to make the play. Another foul for him tonight, and yet another dangerous kick from about that 30-yard line for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they just scored on a set piece. See if they can make it 2.
Ball in, another softie. Still at the top of the key for the Cardinals, and sent back out.
They got to start moving
off
up.
The foot of Chase Willis. This time sent back in. The goalkeeper's there.
Everyone's going to get their form back. Get a little quick breather in the sun here.
Fantetti
ball bounces to
boots
Arnold.
it deep, and Arnold won't play the ball. Let it bounce back. Lancers still with possession, though. Sent in, and a nice ball here. Here goes Harvey. Harvey centered in and just wide.
That's a good look. On one-on-one opportunities from the side like that, you always go back post. They're going to cover that front post. If the keeper's confident, just as he was there,
Watch
you're not
your
going to be able
replay
to sneak
here.
one in
Nice
front.
ball in, and Harvey just trying to get that back post. Just misses by a couple feet.
Yeah, that's a great job by Powers to walk out, cut off the angle, make sure he has to put in a really hard shot to the back post. Wasn't able to make it happen.
And another Cardinal on the ground won't get the call, and almost a nice in there. Arnold going to receive it, and that'll roll on back to goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Mason Powers going to hold it, let everyone reset. Sent back to line. High chopper. Fantetti's going to come out and send it back up the sideline. Cardinals maintain possession, send it into the center. Nice play there by Samuel McAllister, and he's called for another push and yet another Cardinals free kick.
LaSalle's got to tone it down a little bit. They're getting rid of a lot of nice set pieces here in the middle of the field.
And again, it's maybe that first game jitters.
They're coming out aggressive, and I'd like to see that. But if he's going to be calling that, then that's just got to change how you play it.
Long ball in's going to sail wide. And Dean, we talked about, I mean, you and I both played for some time in high school, and when you go all summer and all year really without playing, and then you finally get to that game time, you start having games delayed and games postponed, you're just all that more anxious to get in there and play a game. So the aggressiveness is not a surprise for the Lancers, and they are a very aggressive team defensively.
You haven't had that chunk of fall yet that really calms you down, makes you just another part of the week. This is like big time. This is your first game. You're back at Lancer Stadium full time this season.
Yes, it's their first. Almost misplayed by the goalkeeper here. And
it was a previous flag. Looks like going over the back of the shoulders. I think is what the ref indicated there.
Yeah, it looked like he indicated an over the back, a delayed penalty there. Lancers are going to try and keep possession. Aggressive play there from the Cardinals. No call. It'll roll out.
He shields the ball out.
Yes, it's the Lancers' first soccer season back full time at Lancer Stadium. They weren't always playing every game here in the past, but this will be 11 home games on the schedule. Their first full-time season back at Lancer Stadium at Buddy LaRosa Field for the varsity soccer team.
That's got to feel good. The energy here would be way more. Oh, balls. Yeah, he's offsides.
Easy offside call there. But yeah, I mean, the energy for this program right now is at a peak. Head coach Pat Albrink in his 15th season as head coach, 141 wins, approaching win 150 with the club.
Wow.
Over 15 seasons.
Yeah, he's gonna look to get there this year.
And his former player Mike Wiseman on the opposite sideline coaching the Cardinals tonight. Wiseman, a LaSalle Lancer 2002 alumni. Talked to him earlier today, and he said it's a special game for him as he was a LaSalle alumni, but tonight it'll be all Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. They got off to that early start. We'll have to see if they're able to hold it off. The last game they played last year was 1-0 for the Lancers. So let's see if our defenses are able to hold out and get another 1-0 game.
And Powers now going to send it out from his end. Received by a LaSalle defender, Samuel Efkeman. Arnold going to try and muster it up. And a nice ball there. Velasquez into the center. Shots on. Block. An amazing save from Powers.
Great save by Powers there. You got to have really quick reactions to make that. Now looking for the counterattack. Cardinals send it down the field.
Beautiful power attack from the Cardinals. Tried to volley in there. Two defenders back, and they're going to try and get it.
Lots of pressure.
That was a nice job by the two defenders back there. Efkeman.
Let's take a look at that save.
Yeah, let's see that save at the other end. Velasquez gets a nice ball in here. Waits till he gets right into the middle of 18 there, and a beautiful two-hand block from Mason Powers.
Gets the hand nice and strong behind it. Make sure it comes back out. Good for him.
Senior goalkeeper doing his job right there to defend the Cardinals' lead.
That was a great build-up by the Lancers, though. If you're looking to be able to get that again, you're going to be able to put the ball in the net. He can't save all of those.
A nice ball there on the sideline. Won't be able to win it, though. That was a nice ball from Yogesh Khadga for the Colerain Cardinals. Battle for possession at midfield. Velasquez sends one up into the sky. Nice block
have numbers.
There. Here comes Arnold into the box, and another beautiful save.
Oh!
You got to be kidding me. Mason Powers and the Colerain Cardinals back line are out of their minds right now.
Alex Copenhaver with the great defensive save after Powers save. Let's see it here.
Arnold gets a nice touch, and he does his job there as a goalie coming out to cut that angle off.
He just gets a toe in there to send it wide. That's going to be a corner kick, though. It's not over yet.
So great defensive play here from the Cardinals. We got our first corner kick of the game. Sent in from Arnold. Line drive, volleyed out. Still in the 18, though. Cardinals trying to clear.
Yeah.
Nice back kick, and volley's just wide and soft.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't get dangerous play there. That flipped his Colerain player's head. It was right in front of the ref, though, so he had a better view than me.
Chase Willis with the volley in there.
They got numbers on this attack, too.
They've had numbers that's just sent in a little too much there for Fantetti.
You're starting to see a real big gap in the midfield. Oh, let's take a replay here.
That was that dangerous play, and that
Yeah,
was
that's
some pretty
close.
close dangerous play there. But as you said, right in front of the referee, and he let him play.
You're starting to see a pretty big gap between in the midfield for both teams. And that's a lot to do with conditioning and being the first game. So you gotta make sure that they gotta be in shape. They gotta be ready to get subs too. That's the other big thing. You can't have too much pride. If you're give it out there, give it your 100%. Get tired, go get a water break, come back on the field.
It is the first game of the season, so conditioning key. Both of these coaches worked on that all summer. Heavy preseason schedule for both teams. But as we did say, we did have some weather back there. No foul called on that play. Now it's going to be sent in the other side.
That's a hard ball to get to on turf.
Chase Willis chasing and won't quite get there, so we'll have a goal kick coming.
It's a blessing and a curse that soccer's always playing in these football stands now. See a replay of the no call there. Yeah, it's pretty aggressive. Sends it down. When you're playing on a football field like this, you're not going to get as many rainouts, which is fantastic. But those kind of over-the-top balls and those long balls that you normally trust the grass to stop it, it's just not going to happen on turf.
If anything, it's going to be much quicker, and I believe
Somebody's
we
down
have
by
an
the keeper here.
injured Colerain defender here.
I believe that's Copenhagen again. Copenhagen.
I would believe you're right. That is Copenhagen checking his knee.
We're going to take a quick water break while they can. He's walking out on his own power, which is nice to see.
Hopefully nothing too bad and easy to cramp up. We saw that in a lot of that was a talking point for a lot of people on high school football this past week, is that you saw a lot of cramping up, and that's just when you have the heat and humidity that we do here in Ohio, and start
dog days of summer.
Yeah, the dog days of summer. That's right. You're gonna have cramps up, and it's all that much more important to stay hydrated.
Yeah, we actually saw the Lancers and the Cardinals here fought on Friday Night Football on Waycross TV. You can find that game online on waycrosstv.com. That game, the Cardinals actually came out victorious this year. I believe it was 28-0, one side of the fair.
Yeah, that's one of our big keys of the game tonight was hydration. Another key to the game for Colerain was spreading that ball out, and I think they've done that nicely tonight. And on the other side for LaSalle, strong defense to stop the deep attack, and they've got many capable upperclassmen on the LaSalle side. And we've seen that, as you were just touching on, how you've seen a break in the midfield that allows some of the large counterattacks that we've seen tonight so far. And we'll see a counterattack right here. Lancers try and start one, but it'll be sailed off into the stands.
Yeah, a lot of what you're talking about here, you can kind of see in the field. The early games of the season, a lot more of athleticism and raw soccer skill is important more than formation and defense. That kind of stuff you get so much better as the season goes on.
Sure.
That the first few games of the season, your athletes and your leaders got to come out there and they got to make plays happen themselves.
Well, and for LaSalle, it's all on that back line there, as we see Colerain start another attack here. And boot it out, and foul call.
Another
Samuel
call.
Efkeman booting it out, but this is going to be advantage Colerain.
Oh, you can hear the fans give it to him now.
Yeah. Now you're getting a lot of angry fans. Watch the replay here.
I mean, there's contact there, but I've seen that called and not called.
It's definitely a 50-50. You see that called and not called. Definitely a lot of jeers from the crowd.
Sal's marking up in the back. Put one on the wall.
Another volley in,
going wild.
too wide. That was Chris Mangold taking the kick for the Cardinals, but it'll go the other way.
Didn't seem to be much synergy there. I don't think anyone even started their run before that ball was halfway out of bounds.
Big boot to midfield now, all the way back to that Colerain back line. James Aldridge trying to send it up for the Cardinals. Now it's Velasquez. Velasquez will try and get it up to his left winger in Max Waters.
Nice turn. Safe play back to the Powers. He's going to send it long. He's got a man.
Got a man, was barely on sides, and Umesh Rai was the man they were looking for. Can't handle the possession, and another foul called. And I gotta say, I think I'm on to my second hand now of it's got to be 6 or 7 of fouls called, and Colerain's gonna.
Yeah, they're lucky there's no bonus in soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed like another solid call there. There's a lot of contact going on. Nice aggressive defense. They're keeping 3 up top for LaSalle here.
Neiman sends another ball in, a nice volley out by Will McAllister.
Yeah, yep, that's a shove in the back. That's a shove in the back. That's the right call there.
Let's see the replay here as we get more cheers from the Lancer crowd, and that's definitely.
You can kind of see the end of it there. His elbow came up. As soon as you put your arm up, that's what's going to get it called. If you just run into the guy, you keep your arms down, most of the time the refs are going to let that slide.
Troy Messerschmidt, the senior midfielder, is going to send one in. He's got 1 goal on the season so far.
Bringing more back.
Line drive
Good
and
job
deflected at the wall.
That was Christian Velasquez on the wall.
Christian Velasquez having a nice game. The midfielder playing both sides. Watch him get up here. Look at this elevation from him here.
Yep.
That's a great
Protects
defensive
his
play
face
by
at the same
Velasquez.
time.
Yeah.
That's just how you do it.
Throw in from the corner for the Cardinals. And a
He's going to have a one-timer.
nice rip one-timer there from that was Alex McAfee. And Alex McAfee's, there's another foul's called here, this time advantage Lancers. Alex McAfee, he's got a goal on the season and is a dangerous midfielder playing both sides of the ball. Just a freshman.
Really? Yeah, you can't tell by the way he plays.
That's what a lot of guys out here, just freshmen, sophomores, that are stepping up to play varsity, as we talked about both schools having graduating a lot of seniors. And the Lancers are going to try and get on another attack here as Max Waters goes up the left wing. Couple volleys out from Colerain. Big shot here from Velasquez.
Deflected
Tipped up in the air.
Cardinals is sending a lot of people up on the pressure. That's a LaSalle kick.
Yeah, I was
Even the players on the confused.
Yeah, yeah.
The players on the field were confused.
I thought that was a foul that was called.
Too.
Will McAllister went up for that kick, and from my angle up here, I thought it definitely was a foul on him, and it seemed like all the players down on the field thought that as well. And then a direct kick in here, line drive, almost volleyed in.
He came up and got it.
Man, and I don't know if you can get much closer. Yeah. Watch Charlie Pearson come in here on the back post. It just inches away from volleying that in.
Powers comes up, knocks it down, and secures it. He's going to send it all the way down the field to his counterpart, Fantetti.
And more jeers from the crowd as goalkeepers run into.
Powers going to walk out. Pick that one up.
That was
right back
Dylan Huddleston on the counterattack for the Cardinals that ran into goalkeeper.
That could
Nathaniel
be a costly
Fantetti.
turnover.
Almost sent in nicely
that
from
looked
Arnold.
Like a goal right there. It was so close. Great defense.
Lancers trying to maintain possession. Big ball in now. Velasquez going to give chase. It's going to one hop and gets loose from the goalkeeper, but Powers will come out and retain possession, settle things down here for a minute as both teams reset.
It's always good to have a spark plug up there on offense. That Velasquez is really taking care of that. Going up, pressuring the ball. Don't let the keeper have anything for easy. Make him pressure. Make him have a challenge.
A lot of Lancer defenders trying to clear this ball, and finally,
sent right back.
Big shot in, and what a save!
Still in bounds.
What a save from Nathaniel Fantetti. And he'll get some big ovation from the crowd here at Buddy LaRosa Field. Watch the elevation on this replay. He goes sky high to save this little floater. And now a ball in going the other way is going to be sent a little too far. Max Waters.
Deflection in the box.
Almost a few nice touches, and the Lancers are now just, I feel like, Dean, a few touches away from getting that equalizing goal.
I believe we just saw Meg on the other side of the field is what you hear all that cheering for.
Tried to be sent back into the box there from Samuel Efkeman. Max Waters and Velasquez trying to battle for possession.
He's got a man in the midfield.
Will McAllister, he's going to send it back towards the back line. Now up to the top of the 18.
We got subs coming in for both teams now.
So for the Lancers, it's number 5, Charlie O'Connell.
He's subbing in for Chase Willis.
Chase Willis had a few good touches down there, almost had himself a goal. A throw in for the Cardinals, skips off and sent back into the stands.
Starting to cool off a little bit as that sun starts to set now.
Definitely a little bit of a breeze now as Neiman's throw in gets wide. Sent down into the left corner, going to be a little long for Max Waters. And another Colerain throw coming here.
Starting to look a little tired out there. That's what these subs, these fresh legs, they can be really important. Colerain's actually got a player all the way in the top sideline. Not marked right now. He was looking for something cheeky. He's talking to his coach. Coach called him over. That's a little. It's almost like a trick play in baseball. You call your offensive player over. You have him hang out on the sideline. Defense starts thinking he's not even in play. You send him on for a goal.
Old hidden man, and a nice ball in from Velasquez to Waters is not going to be played as Mason Powers comes out to get that ball.
They're keeping him active down there, but he's keeping the clean sheet so far.
Yeah, definitely a little more activity for that Colerain back line as the Lancers start to get a little bit of an attack going. Bouncing ball is pulled in by Fantetti.
That's one thing that I think I'd like to see more out of Colerain is that these punts from Powers, while impressive in power, they've just been going straight to Fantetti almost every time. He's not finding the man. Not able to keep possession.
Misplayed ball there. Velasquez sends it back. 2 missed touches there is going to give up possession. Lancers will get the ball back at the middle of the field. Foul finally called. Advantage Colerain.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Definitely a lot of pushing and shoving.
Yeah, it's a lot of pushing from both ends there.
Ball was sent in and bounced off the chest.
Ooh, straight up in the air.
It's Tyler Williams that was making the play for the Lancers, and a foul called, and this time it'll be advantage LaSalle. We're approaching 10 minutes left to play in the half. Score is 1-0 off a nice goal from Chris Foster early in the game. Free kick is immediately shut down by Alex McAfee. McAfee going to try and pause for a moment, send it up, and it's into the back of a LaSalle player. It's almost sent in nicely to Max Waters there. Now Waters will get it back, sends it into the middle. Nobody home.
That's a good ball across the box.
Was a great ball for staying on the ground. They finally get a ball into the center there. And
let's take a look here.
Max Waters does a nice job of threading the needle on these 2 defenders here, but
just a bit behind the runs.
Colerain trying to send it up, and a big shot in. It's going to roll back to Powers. Aldridge was the one trying to send it in for the Lancers.
He's going to take his time, move up the formation, then send it long.
Another big punt here.
Oh, that looks like a handball to me.
Yeah, that was close. Aldridge definitely kind of did a basket there.
Yep. You can kind of hear it when the ball hits part of your arm or your hand compared to what would have been his stomach there.
Easy call for the referee. Now long free kick for the Cardinals.
Sent it on.
Put it on frame from Fantetti's there.
Great job securing that too. That's not an easy one to catch. Just knocking it down is a lot of times all you can do. Oh, that's a dangerous ball.
Ball almost recovered by Arnold. And you get that's kind of what you get when you start hammering down the D line. Is you'll get that. They'll slow down a little bit. That lack of conditioning will start to wear in. The fatigue will start to wear in, and all it takes is one misstep.
Lancers sending Kyle Doherty in for Velasquez.
And Velasquez a great game, had a few great touches and a few good looks at goal. Foul called here. TJ Neiman on the Cardinals is the one called for the penalty.
We get to see what LaSalle's got in the set pieces now.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of set pieces on this
Cardinals.
side.
Line it up backside. Arnold's taking this one again. Been taking almost every set piece as far as the corners go.
Yeah, the one corner earlier, now Arnold sends a high flyer way out of here, and that'll be good for 3 points if we were playing football.
Yeah. Hate seeing that one, but it happens from time to time. If you're just trying to hit that perfect ball, sometimes you overthink it, send it right over the net.
And that's another thing that you see earlier in the season here. Some of those set pieces aren't fully formed yet, haven't been practiced enough in in-game situations.
Yeah. Some of that pressure, the pressure situations like that, really makes you over-try almost. Because a lot of times, if you're going to fail, you want that ball to fail inbounds. There's still a chance.
Cardinals throwing after the emergency clearance by Tyler Williams. Cardinals keep it on the ground, try and send it into the middle, but it's blocked by Kyle Doherty. And Doherty sees his first action as he comes in off the bench
Cardinals
with
did
a nice defensive play.
Of returning after the turnover, and that put them in position to get the ball back. Though now it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Lancer's ball anyways.
Aldridge with the throw. It's deep and handled by the Colerain defense. Now a nice volley in, and see if it can be played. Not quite. Colerain doing a nice job on
Got a man down the
defense.
side. Deflected.
Just got enough of that, did James Aldridge. And Aldridge busy back there on defense. Ball sent just behind Arnold. He'll try and keep it together in the corner, and yes, he did.
Could be a Lancer throw.
Watch the replay here. Arnold's going to do some nice footwork here to maintain possession. Very good. Very good footwork from the captain
just
there.
Just lets him knock it out of bounds.
Short throw towards the side. Now a volley in the other direction. No one home again for the Lancers, and a big clear up the side for Colerain.
They had men all lined up on that close side for the throw, so as soon as that went over, that was not going to be a good chance.
And I believe we have a penalty here, and here we go with a dangerous look for the Lancers.
They're sending a lot up, too.
Samuel Efkeman will be the one to take the throw, and you're right, Dean. It's putting a lot up there as they only have one back. One near side, one in the middle, the rest of them far post. Here it comes from Efkeman.
Nice ball.
Looking far post, still up in the air. Still up there in the penalty box, and it's going to be cleared out now. The man at the top.
That found a Lancer in the box, I believe. He just wasn't able to get it on target. Ooh,
big collision there, and ref says no. They'll play on.
I think that was William McAllister Jr. who was able to get his head on that in the box. Just not able to put it on frame.
McAllister with the box, and now broken in, and goalkeeper going to come out. Fantetti with another beautiful save.
That was a great move by the Cardinals. Fantetti comes out off his line, very quick, decisive. That's what's important. As soon as he sees that ball goes through, he's coming off his line. He does not hesitate.
Some beautiful, beautiful goalkeeping from both Fantetti of the Lancers and Mason Powers for Colerain as the sun continues to set with about 5 minutes left to play here at Lancer Stadium. Up the left wing for Colerain.
Takes it.
Beats his defender, but missteps.
Not able to get the strike. That was a good move.
Yeah, Lancer fans got loud there. I don't know if they were looking for a foul or.
I think they were actually jeering the opponent, if you will, for missing that strike.
And that'll be sent to Fantetti. And
Dean,
you are a ECC alumni, I believe.
Yes.
ECC alumni.
FAVC, then ECC when I was there.
I myself, a GMC alumni, have seen many of GMC GCL matchups, and let me tell you that they are always a blast. Very competitive conferences, and very, very passionate fans in both conferences, especially down here in the GCL South.
Yeah, these were always some of our favorite out-of-conference teams to play, were those GCL and those GMC teams. Always felt like a little bit of a little brother out there in the ECC. A little chippy,
You're right.
you know?
Definitely when you come down to one of these 4 powerhouse schools, whether it be LaSalle, Moeller, St. X,
Yeah.
or the Panthers of Elder.
Moeller looks like they're going to be another powerhouse of a team this year. Last year they were unbelievably good.
Unbelievably good enough to not lose a single game in the GCL South. And I don't care what sport you're playing, whether it be football, soccer, lacrosse, water polo, bowling, as we see a beautiful ball played in for Arnold. Shots on and wide. I don't care what sport you're playing. You don't lose a game in your whole conference play in the GCL South, and that's one heck of an accomplishment.
That's for sure. Oh, Arnold actually puts it through the defender's legs before he has a shot here.
It's about approaching 3 minutes left to play. Lancer's going to try and get a look to equalize this game before the half.
Nowhere to go there, but the Cardinals are just not able to maintain possession, having to send it out of bounds there.
And I think that's Charlie O'Connell down there.
I'd like to see one of these defensemen check up into the midfield. There's a big gap right behind where the ball's being thrown in.
They were playing the one-man back earlier, but now the 3 defenders on the back line. So we see a little switch up to a 3-4-4 here. And just going to go out, and I think we have a throw.
Yeah, I believe they're running a 3-4-3 based on how they moved back on defense. A lot of time the Lancers have kept 3 up top, which is not actually seen that much in high school soccer.
Fantetti going to come out of the box to play this one.
Dominates it.
That's going to get over the head of a Colerain defender, and it's going to find Arnold. Arnold's going to get it into the box.
Start moving up. They're all sitting
Shots on. It'll stay on the ground, though, and an easy ball for Mason Powers. That was a good shot from Will McAllister, but it stayed on the ground. Watch a replay here. Some few good passes from O'Connell.
It's a great drop pass. Just not able to find net. Powers there again.
So O'Connell, Arnold,
cuts it back.
McAllister all making plays up there on the front line for the Lancers.
You can tell the players are getting tired here.
Ooh, nice back kick there.
Just a lot of kickball going on here at the end of the half. Just sending it long down the field, trying to run on it. Ball's going to roll out of bounds.
Throw and Lancer's going to be called back.
Throw wasn't far enough back, I believe, was the issue.
So throw in here from Efkeman. Line drive down the sideline. Nice volley there, looking for Arnold. Ball still in the air. Misplayed by a Colerain defender there. It'll go east to west now onto the other side, looking for O'Connell. O'Connell's going to try and send it back to the center. Shot will be wide.
Powers gets another touch on that ball.
1 minute remaining.
60 seconds left to play here in the first half.
Yep, no stoppage time in high school soccer. It's just going to end. It's always interesting to me. It comes up with some hype in some weird circumstances where a team may have a scoring chance and then the clock stops.
Mm-hmm. Now teams just jostling for possession, and it'll roll out of bounds again. A Colerain throw coming. 30 seconds left to play.
We look to switch the fields here, but they don't have anyone actually on the close side of the field. They are all bunched up.
It has been a very bunched up game. Not a whole lot of east to west play. And we'll see it here as Colerain try and gets a ball in here.
Sends it over.
Finds his man. Here comes Lafetti, and Fantetti has to come out and knock it away for an emergency clearance with 10 seconds left on the clock. Another centered ball in. Fantetti comes out. Whistle blown, and that is going to...
Ball out of bounds on the far side.
That's going to end the half, though.
Wow. Lots of action going on here. 1-0 does not show how much offense there's been for both teams.
We've seen quite a lot of offense from both squads, and some very aggressive plays from both squads. But Chris Foster, the lone goal for the Cardinals, and that gives us a 1-0 lead, Colerain over LaSalle. And when we come back, we'll talk about what's going on in each respective conference. You've been watching Waycross TV. Josh Semstrott and Dean Lowry on the call. Stick around. We'll be back with the second half soon.
If I play sports for my school, I will have more confidence. I will get better grades.
I will learn how to show good sportsmanship.
I will be more physically fit. I will learn how to handle wins and losses in sports and in life. I will have more school spirit.
I'll learn how to work together. I will learn to set goals and work to reach them.
I'll make good decisions off the field.
If I play sports for my school,
If I play sports for my school,
if I play sports for my school,
I will learn how to be a leader.
Welcome back into Waycross TV. Colerain Cardinals and LaSalle Lancers. You're watching the first half highlights here. Good shot on there for the Lancers, and great goaltending from both squads here tonight from Mason Powers, and that beautiful save there from Nathaniel Fantendi.
Yeah, you're gonna see Chris Foster for the Cardinals putting lots of shots on goal, lots of pressure, and eventually that pressure's got to result in something, Josh, and that is a Cardinals goal right there.
And we talked about that beautiful little kickball bounce right there for him.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the difference in today's game as the Cardinals lead the Lancers 1-0, and here come the Lancers back out onto the field now. Dean, let's take a look at what we got going on in our respective conferences here. Opening game for the Lancers tonight. They had their first game postponed against CHCA, so blank record for them. Elsewhere, Moeller trying to come off that great year they had last year with a 1-0 record. They've got their first win. Elder with a win and a draw. St. X 2 wins and a draw and a loss apiece.
Yeah, we'll see conference play open up next week. We got Elder coming here to Lancer Stadium to face LaSalle, and we got St. X heading over to Moeller.
Over across, and that's here in the GCL, over across in the Greater Miami Conference. Mostly tied up with a 1-1 record up there. Princeton, Colerain, Lakota West Mason, Lakota East, Oak Hills, all up there with a 1-1 record. Princeton, the only undefeated team that remains in the GMC with a win and a draw apiece. Fairfield and Sycamore, along with Middletown and Hamilton down at the bottom, and Colerain will be up at Middletown next week when conference play starts there. And the second half has started here. Lancer Stadium, Buddy LaRosa Field, Josh Semstrad here on the call with you, my good friend Dean Lowry. And it's finally gotten a little bit cooler out of here now that the sun's gone down.
It's feeling really nice out. Nice summer night, nice and humid, got lots of bugs, you got a little bit of breeze, ready for some good soccer.
You got to have the bugs.
Yeah,
it's
the
not
bugs is kind of important.
Not Cincinnati summer, dog days of summer without the humidity and bugs.
Yep. Part of the game. You got to get all those bites right above where your socks end and your shin guards.
Right, right. And if your shirt's not stuck to your body, you're not doing it right, as we see some attack going here for the Lancers, but it's cleared out the other way. And then a big volley in, and Mason Powers going to have to come out and make a nice save.
Well, we've been seeing lots of that. Lots of this ping pong action almost. The ball just flying backline to backline to backline. Whoever is able to make use of the middle of the field here, it's going to have a big advantage as far as possession goes. And if you have an advantage in possession, you have an advantage in shots, you have an advantage in goals.
Ball sent back to Fantetti here. And a skyrocket of a punt downfield.
Oh, dangerous.
And he's got Arnold. Arnold going to try and play it in.
Cleared out.
Ball will be lost, and we're going to have a LaSalle corner here.
That's a corner kick. He's going to line up and take that one now. Let's take a look at the replay here. That was just headed back by the Cardinals defense. They're able to recover in time, but dangerous ball. Here we go.
In comes the ball from Arnold, and it's cleared out immediately. Retained by Aldridge.
Another non-keeper save there.
Looking the other way, and a shot is going to miss the far post from Zach Harvey. And that's the second time tonight. We saw it once earlier in the first half. Harvey going to try and go to his opposite post here and just miss by a few feet. The one earlier we saw in the first half was even closer than that.
Gets a nice strike with his left foot, goes right across his body, just not quite on target.
Velasquez back in the game for the Lancers. He's trying to battle for possession, send it back, and his pass to McAllister's misplayed. Now
Good
here
ball.
go the Cardinals. Shots on there and a goal! Cardinals!
Beautiful shot there, able to get over Fantetti's head. And now he celebrates with the Cardinal sideline. The visiting stands going wild.
Troy Messerschmidt going to come down after a beautiful pass here that sneaks through the back line. And watch this little lob shot from
Just over the
Messerschmidt.
fingers.
And Messerschmidt has his second goal of the season, and it's 2-0 Cardinals.
Great vision there. He was watching the keeper. As soon as he got halfway out, before he was able to really close the gap, that's when he sent it over his head. If that was a little bit later, a little bit earlier, he wouldn't be able to put that shot on target.
So Messerschmidt and Foster each with a goal tonight and each with 2 goals on the season now. And we touched on that a little bit tonight, is that you have to be strong on defense for the Lancers and set the aggressive defensive tone early, because this Colerain squad has a lot of guys that can put the ball on frame and score goals.
Yeah, and they've been doing it with lots of through balls and lots of set pieces. So looking into the rest of the season and the rest of this game, they're going to have to work on that.
Nice throw in there from Willis to Arnold, but Arnold sends it a little too far off his foot. Now up the other way go the Cardinals on their right wing. Good defense there, and Velasquez for the Lancers now. He's going to send it up to Arnold. Arnold onside. He's going to be chased down by a defender.
Great play there.
Nice block off the defender there, Alex Copenhaver. Watch on how he gets on the left side of Arnold here to shove him off and let his goalkeeper
boxes
come
him right
there.
out. That was a really quick collapse there too. Great play.
Ball bounce out of play here. Throw in coming for the Lancers.
You can tell on the football field here, they haven't been home for a while. The soccer lines end right where the track begins. So not much room to play as soon as you get out of bounds. Not able to really square up there.
We're going to have a throw in from the corner for the Lancers. Back out to Velasquez. He'll try and center it in, but Powers is right there for the stop.
Just stand up, move the ball. They've got a 2-0 lead now, but you know what they say about 2-0? It's the most dangerous lead in soccer.
Do they say that?
Yeah, that is actually the saying. It doesn't really make that much sense to me, because 1-0 seems a little more dangerous. But
Yeah.
as soon as you get 2-0, that's when you get complacent.
That is true. Easy to get complacent in these hot conditions early on in the season.
Yeah, you don't want to just park the bus. You want to continue to
On the
pressure down
ground there,
field.
no call there on that foul.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that one. Into
Ball
the middle.
centered in here, and the goalkeeper comes out. Powers is out of goal. A shot is going to sail over the net.
That was a good job by Powers to come up and punch that out, but it's not able to get it over that first line, looking for that
So
rebound.
Yokesh Kadga is on the ground for Colerain, and that was where you saw that, as you see your shot on goal here from the replay.
Yeah. Getting it out and away from that first line of rebounding is really important. So when he sent that back out, he was trying to get the power to get it over, but he maybe could have went wide instead, would have been a safer play. So it was a great play to come up and get that ball.
Yogesh Kadka was the one that went to the ground there on that no call.
Looks like something in the arm or the shoulder he's subbing out.
So, yeah, we'll have a sub here. Kadka heads off. And Jorge Ortega is going to come on for him over there on left wing for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it definitely looked like he landed funny next to that ball.
Yeah, he landed on the ball, and I believe that's why we saw the no call there, is that he landed with the ball under him.
It's possible.
So Powers with the goal kick here. Send a long line drive over to the center of the field. And a missed ball there, almost misplayed by the Lancers. Emergency clearance. Throw in coming from TJ Neiman. He sends it in. His pass is misplayed. Now Arnold has it. He's going to try and send it in. Nobody home for the Lancers, though.
This is a cheeky little touch. It's going to cause them to have to clear it out of bounds. They're able to move up. They're going to have an offensive opportunity here.
After the emergency clearance, a throw for the Lancers into Velasquez. Velasquez is going to throw it up, give himself an opportunity to volley. Into the box, nobody there, and out the back end.
You don't like to see a possession wasted like that. You saw Velasquez with his arms up right after that happened. You got to move the ball back around. Got to get a good opportunity.
And again, I think that's comes with the experience.
Yes.
As we talked about earlier, LaSalle graduated an astounding 16 seniors last season. So this is a young team. They do have 6 returning starters.
Yeah, it was a large class, but they weren't all starting players. But you can tell that they would have been setting the tone in the locker room and on the bus, going away games. It's a big hole to fill.
Arnold almost had a nice ball into him there. Now
Ooh,
here
dangerous
goes
back ball.
Velasquez. Can't get it past that back line.
He's got tons of space now. Slow it down. Let's find this man wide. Deflects.
Other
Back of the
side
Cardinal.
now. He's going to try and beat his defender.
That's Foster again.
Foster into the corner. Back into Ortega. Ortega's going to try and send it back up. So Power's going to hold this back in his own box, wait for his Cardinals to reset. Up the right wing, and it finds a Lancer man instead. Aldridge sends it up, a few nice touches. Harvey's going to try and battle 2 defenders up the left wing.
Lancers do seem to be energized by this hole they put themselves in.
Arnold is just battling for possession over there. Finally, his ball's going to roll out of bounds, and that'll be Cardinals' ball.
Yeah, that was actually Zach Harvey that was chasing the ball down there.
Excuse me. Zach Harvey, number 6 over there on the call. Or on the ball that went out of bounds. It'll be throw in for the Cardinals. Go over everyone's head and just beat the back line there. It'll have a 2-on-1 and a huge foul. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a card here.
It's just outside the box. Cards are really hard to get in high school soccer because cards actually have an implication on your school. Let's see here again.
Play here.
Yep. That was a smart foul by the defense there. You'd rather have that than a one-on-one.
Barely gets that smart foul in. Very close to being in the box. And now a dangerous set piece.
Let's take a look at it. It is just outside.
Just about a ball's length outside the box. As you see the ball set up there just right outside that paint.
He's going to move the wall back to 10.
Ball's in and a goal! What an amazing shot! Colerain 3-0!
What a pocket to find in the back of the net.
Are you kidding me?
We've seen Fantetti go up and get him, but that was just unstoppable.
And it's who else but the freshman, Alex McAfee, with an amazing strike on goal from the set piece.
It finds the back of the side net. That's just an incredible placement by that set piece.
And we've talked about the underclassmen here. That kid is a freshman. Watch this beautiful, beautiful kick right over Fantetti's head.
Yeah, he walked all the way back down the sideline. He got a big hug from his keeper, Powers. You could see the whole team was riled up that he put that one in.
To see a freshman put that kind of a shot on goal, pretty incredible. So Alex McAfee with the shot, and it's 3-0 Colerain.
Yeah, we saw lots of set pieces in the first half. They were able to score off one of them and take another one in the second half.
And that all started on a beat. You had the passed ball that the defensive line was beaten on.
Communication breakdown.
And then that forced the emergency foul that caused the set piece right out the box there. So Chris Foster with the first goal of the night, Troy Messerschmidt with the second, and the freshman Alex McAfee, all with a goal tonight and all with 2 goals on the season.
Yeah, we actually saw this is going the opposite way of the JV game so far. LaSalle dominated that game, winning 6-0. Ball's going back to Powers. Safety cleared away.
Powers with an emergency clearance there as Willis was chasing that down.
Yeah, he was cutting that distance down quickly. Just not take it out of bounds. Don't take any chances. You've got a lead.
So we got about a half hour to play here. 3-0 is our score. Ball comes in and dribbled up the sideline. Few nice quick touches there. And ball goes out of bounds and checks the ref in the chest. Throw in LaSalle though. Velasquez going to dance around. He's going to send it back up, and a long ball just gets.
Not a bad strike.
Yeah, not a bad strike at all. Just gets across the crossbar there, and he'll get some applause from the Lancer fans over on this side of the field. Just misses.
They found that space in the midfield I was talking about, looking for the drop pass. Instead of forcing it into a wall of defenders, looking back, getting some space, getting a nice, powerful shot.
So goal kick sent to the center of the field. Played back out by Tyler Williams. He's got Velasquez going down the side. Velasquez beats his man. Lancer's going to try and send one in, and we're going to have, I think, a goal kick. Or, excuse me, a corner kick. Yes, corner kick. And I believe Arnold's going to come over to take this.
Sal's going to put a lot of pressure up into this box for this one.
Steen, it looks like they'll run far posts again. That's what we've seen from them for most of the night.
Yeah, at least lining up there. You can run a guy close to the last second, but they are running somebody on the front
Ball
post.
in from Arnold.
He's got a chance.
And shot piece just off the crossbar. Another volley in off the crossbar again. And an emergency clearance. The Colerain D-line is just insane tonight.
Great recovery by Powers there. He got a hand on that third ball. Made sure it doesn't get in the net. Hits the crossbar twice, as you see here in the replay.
Twice, and then another beautiful save, and Mason Powers is defending this 3-0 lead beautifully.
He comes down from jumping, is on the ground. He has to recover, gets up. After the second hit off the crossbar, he taps it a little bit. That is just enough to make sure that shot does not go on goal.
Powers lights out tonight for the Colerain Cardinals, and that back line is having quite a game.
Yeah, you got to be a little heartbroken if you're a Lancers fan here. You're not going to get that much better of a chance.
You can't fault the Lancers there at all. I mean, they did everything they could, and yeah, 2 crossbars and an amazing save and emergency clearance from Powers. Velasquez is going to take it down the sideline again, get tripped up, and throw in for the Lancers. Velasquez is going to try and send it in deep. 3 defenders on him, and cleared back out to the top. Colerain's going to take possession.
Send him down the line.
And here comes Ortega. It's going to be too far for him.
That's the right idea there. Get it down in the corner, and then I think it's when you slow it down. Normally, we'll see what they're looking to do. They're probably hungry for some more goals.
Small push there will draw the foul. We're going to have a free kick here.
Getting a little chippy after the play. The ref gave him a verbal warning there.
Williams sends it in.
The crowd's mad about. Whoop.
Shot on here will be wide, and crowd upset there.
They were mad about the 10 yards. He ran forward after the free kick, but you do that every time.
Coach Albrink upset with the no call there too.
I think the ref had turned before that ball was even played.
Was pretty close on the 10 there from the defender. Lancers get the ball back. They're going to try and send it down into the corner to Velasquez. Velasquez giving chase and won't be able to get there as it goes out the back end.
Yeah, the ball's staying on the offensive third here for the Lancers, but just not able to find the hole. You're kind of expecting that in a 3-0 game, though. Colerain's going to line up much more defensively than they have previously. They're still probably going to send those long balls, which is how they've been creating so much pressure in the first place. There's not too much risk as far as sending those, because you're not sending too many people down the field.
And our players to watch for LaSalle, Zach Harvey and Zach Arnold running the wings for the Lancers tonight. Both had great touches and both just inches at times off from scoring a goal for the Lancers. Man on the ground for Colerain, no foul called. They'll go east to west looking for Velasquez. Velasquez sends it in, and nobody there. Powers coming in. So, Dean, I think we've seen a few of those tonight. A ball played into the box for the Lancers, but nobody home.
Yeah. They've been making those nice diagonal balls across the box, just don't have the timing quite yet. They're looking for it. Finds Velasquez here.
Another ball to Velasquez in the corner. He'll try and center it in, deflected, and cleared out back to the top. Sent back in again.
You like seeing your striker come back and try to win those 50-50 balls. It can really help the defense out.
A few ping pong balls, and it's back over to Velasquez. Velasquez being chased down by 2 defenders. Sent high into the box.
Over the
We're
back.
going to have a chase here.
Oh!
Powers out of the box. Arnold's got it. Can't get a shot off.
Another chance.
Another shot and deflected again by the Colerain D-line.
Powers came out and stopped that angle. I believe he actually saved that with his legs on the way out.
And we're going to have a few subs here. And watch this
Take a look
replay
at
here.
this.
You'll have a nice shot off by McAllister, and it gets blocked off the head of a
Yep.
defender there. I believe that was Messerschmidt that had the block off his forehead there. And
Yep. That's the old non-keeper save in the scorebook there. Special section for that one. We're going to have a stoppage here for an injured player. That was who made that save. That's a number 6.
Alex Copenhaver. And yeah, that was the one as he's holding his head.
Yeah.
'Cause that was not an intentional block there. He just caught that square in the face.
It definitely looked like he was aware of it and ready for it at the last second, because he did give it a little bit, but
You see the volley in here.
look at him close down this space. Great job by Powers there. And we're going to see this save here at the end.
The shot, and then
Yeah,
just not
he
a lot
gets
of
to brace
time
a
to-
little
yeah.
bit, but that's going to hurt. And you got to make sure these high schoolers are safe. You got to go through the concussion protocol here.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear as much about CTE in soccer, but it's still a relevant factor in any sport that has contact.
And that's definitely definition of taking one for the team there, because had he not,
Yeah,
the only thing
that was going
left
to be a
was
hard one on the goal.
Yeah, that was going to be Powers has played out of his mind tonight, but even that would be a tough shot to block. And
Yep.
I mean, yeah, in the second half here, I think you can't really fault the Lancers at all. I mean, they're basically like shooting out a brick
They're
wall.
pressuring. Yeah, if they had just kept those 2 goals in, that's the big key. They had this much pressure the whole time, but they didn't let those 2 in. That was the big leakage, if you will.
Yeah.
Looking for a better word there, but
And Coach Albrank, I think when they go back and they watch footage from this game, they practice later this week. We talked about setting the tone aggressively on defense. This team has been a very defensive team in the past. Their goalie last year, Nate Logan, won Player of the Year honors. He graduated, went to Xavier. They graduated 16 other seniors. So for these new guys, it's preaching that great defense, and they had to come out here and set the tone tonight, gain the momentum tonight, and roll with that the rest of the season. Now I think Coach is going to take back a look at this, more of a learning experience, because we saw a lot of breakdown in the back line tonight.
Especially that one big communication breakdown where no one stepped up, no one took that ball, and that was what caused that foul, which caused the 3rd goal that came in tonight, which is looking to may have put it out of hand. Still 23 minutes left of soccer, but that's a tough hill to climb, especially with the way Colerain is playing defense.
And we'll have a goal kick here, and it is definitely a tough hill to climb in these conditions. The sun's down, and it's definitely nicer than it was earlier, but still very humid.
It is
hot and sticky out here tonight. This late August Cincinnati night. You're watching Waycross TV. Josh Semstrott and Dean Lowry on the call with you. Our wonderful Waycross crew. Our wonderful director, Tony Suarez. Adam Schrand in the truck with you. Eric Johan and my boy Musa down there out on the cameras tonight. As we see a ball go out of bounds here, and I think we're going to see a throw for the Lancers.
Yep, deflected just off the side. Oh, we got pushed in the back, and that's going to be a call.
That was Ortega that fouled. Got called for the foul for the Cardinals there, and now a free kick from the sideline. That's going to be Tyler Williams.
I think that's where you see the key difference of selling it versus flopping, because you got to exaggerate a little bit. Make sure you get that call for your team.
Misplayed volley is going to come down right in front of Arnold, but he can't keep possession. Now it's going to be sent out of bounds. At the top of your screen,
See if the Lancers are able to build an offense again like they did earlier. There's another ball across the box. Woo, dangerous.
Another emergency clearance. I think we're going to have a corner here. Yes,
Yep.
we will.
Yeah, they actually deflected off of 2 Cardinals on the way out. Able to slide, get down on the ground.
So Arnold taking all the set pieces tonight, no matter far side or near side. This time he gets a beautiful ball, far post. Can't find anyone. We're going to have a throw. It'll stay here.
You see the hands on the knees, the big sign. Everyone's a little winded right now. We're getting into some late soccer action early in the
Comes
season.
in, nice volley ball. Will get away from Powers, but he'll pick it up just fine. And
Gonna take his time here. Move all the
Definitely.
offense up. Get his form back.
line drive punt. Played fine by Aldridge on that back line. Another volley in. He's looking for Arnold. He might finally have Arnold. A shot! Oh, man, just wide.
Woo! Can't get much closer than that.
Arnold with his fist in the air.
Yeah, he wants that one back. He did a great job muscling for position for this ball. Has a shot. It goes just wide of the post. Whew.
Man. Zach Arnold, you see on your screen there, has done all he can tonight, the captain, and with a few shots on goal. None coming closer than that last one there.
Just haven't been able to get it past Powers yet.
We'll definitely see a jumping foul here. And a free kick for the Lancers. This is going to be Dylan Turner.
Lancers sending those 3 all on the line.
Dylan Turner, the senior, sends it in and right to Powers.
Long ball by Powers.
Powers sending another long punt. And a nice volley there.
Yeah, good step.
From Colerain, cleared out too far.
You can tell it's one of their subs in there. He's hustling. He looks way faster than everyone else who's been winded playing this game.
That's
Nice
Max.
safe chip out of bounds there.
Max Waters up on the top of your screen for the Lancers.
Arnold's got a chance again.
Arnold's going to have another ball in, and just what an amazing save from Powers.
Drop pass. Goes
Colerain
back.
man, Colerain defense is just out of their minds tonight. Won't let a ball pass them. Another shot
Too
here is
wide.
going to go wide.
I cannot believe
I
Powers
can't
made
believe
that initial
either.
save.
Are you kidding me?
Let's see it again. Oh, just a.
Just gets in front of it.
Oh,
and Dean,
man.
you've been harping on this all night. What a great job he's done cutting off the angle.
Yep, that was another time. He's just right up there in position. There was a slight misstep by the Cardinals defense, but he's there to cover it. That's what's important. Arnold was providing that pressure, made the Cardinal make the mistake. He missed that ball. You get a one-on-one with the keeper like that, but he's just right there. It is hard to get it past him.
Colerain on another counterattack. Down into the corner, sent into the middle. Deflected out of the box. Shot on goal. Fantetti's going to have to come out. And
We haven't said his name that
Yeah.
often this half after the first 2 goals.
Fantetti really hasn't been that busy down there. Aside from those 2 shots on goal, I mean, Lancers have really been putting all the pressure on. But that Colerain defense, I tell you what, TJ Neiman was the one that had the boot save after the amazing save from Powers. And again, we talk about the underclassmen here tonight. TJ Neiman, the defensive sophomore.
Yeah.
So many underclassmen down here at this game, just making some incredible plays. And you got to give it to these coaches for getting these underclassmen conditioned, ready in time.
Oh, yeah.
Up to speed on everything.
That's the big thing is speed, especially like tonight when you get to watch a JV game followed by a varsity game. The speed and the level of touch just ascend so much at the varsity level that if you're not ready for that, you're going to get overwhelmed.
So we've had TJ Neiman down there, Yogesh Kadga, who left with an injury for the Cardinals. He's also a sophomore. We had Alex McAfee, the freshman, scored the 3rd goal tonight.
That was a beautiful strike.
No way!
So that call's coming back.
Lancer sideline didn't agree with that call, but
Nice passionate fan base coming out for the soccer team. Really like to see that. Oh, hard contact there. Not called. Advantage is called off of that one.
Nice save there on the wing. Colerain's going to center one in the box. Fantetti comes out for the save. He's going to try and quickly roll this one out. Big boot downfield.
Strong header. You can't be scared of that. That's the thing about being that big varsity center back. You got to be able to put your body right in front of that ball no matter how hard it's coming at you.
Lancers regain possession into the corner now. It's Charlie O'Connor, and he'll lose possession, but a corner kick for the Lancers coming.
Yep, here we go again.
Just under 20 minutes left to play.
Looks like the Lancers are bringing a big sub unit in, or just one for now.
Coming off is going to be Samuel Efkeman. Coming on, Zach Harvey's going to come back on.
There's no chance on goal.
And almost caught off goal, and another touch in, and yet another save from
Efkeman able to get the quick front dive off of the deflection. That one ended up coming right at him, but another good look for LaSalle. They just can't find the back of the net.
Watch, you'll see a couple touches there. One off of Will McAllister, that final one that was saved by Powers.
Great use of the outside of the foot. Yeah, that's going to get called in.
Yeah, definitely a push in the back there from Charlie Pearson. Charlie Pearson, a freshman out there for the Lancers.
Yep, just got there late. Yep.
So we saw plenty of these, a set piece between the 30 and 40-yard line for the Cardinals. Plenty of that in the first half. Volley beautifully, almost.
Looking for the little flick there.
Yeah, looking for a little flick volley, but just go wide. Now back up top. Cardinals going to try and maintain possession. Cleared the other way for the Lancers.
He's got a man.
And he does have a man. Can he beat him? Shots on and wide from Max Waters.
That was a good run. He's got that diagonal run, cutting across the defenders. He's got those fresh legs.
Max Waters, one of the freshmen out there for the Lancers, and he'll get plenty of cheers from the LaSalle sideline.
Take a look at this here. Ball's bouncing. He just gets under it. He's going for the inside of his foot. Nice trying to place it back post like we were mentioning earlier. Just gets right under it.
Max Waters seeing a lot of playing time tonight. He's been subbed out a few times to mix in with Harvey. Harvey back out there with Waters now.
It's going to go back to Fantetti.
And then Fantetti, a sophomore out there, so plenty of underclassmen getting playing time in this varsity matchup tonight. Throw in here for the Cardinals. Neiman will take the throw, and he'll drop it in.
Short throw, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't over his head.
Yeah, short throw. Yeah,
they are calling it an illegal throw.
Yeah. So the freshman there, an illegal throw. He walked up quite a bit. And then,
you don't see that called too often, but this is about the circumstance you would call it.
Yeah, you got to come behind the head with your ball.
That's just laziness, honestly. You got to be tired, not able to really make sure you do your fundamentals.
Big applause here as the captain, Zach Arnold, comes off, and frustration for Arnold as he reaches the bench. Plenty of touches and a great game from Arnold, but I don't care who you are, you'd be frustrated after playing this incredible defense tonight.
Able to turn it. He's got a man down the side.
Colerain moving the ball nicely until it's knocked away by McAllister.
Cardinals just not able to come up with these combinations anymore that they were coming up with previously.
Kyle Doherty trying to play it while he's on the ground, and he'll be called for the penalty there. Another free kick coming for the Cardinals.
They've got a man wide open short here on the sideline. I wouldn't be surprised if they send it to 12. It's hard to see on your screen, but he's just off to the left. See if he sends it long instead. Yep.
Chris Mangold does send it long, and Fantetti there. Ball knocked away. Fantetti's on the ground, out of goal.
Oh, great recovery. Able to be there, scoop up that ball. Don't give him even a chance to put that on goal.
Very good recovery. Dylan Huddleston was the one they were looking for over there.
He wasn't quite able to get it at his highest point, which is what caused that deflection. But he's able to quickly get on the ground, get in front of that ball. Even if he wasn't the first one there on the ground, it was going to hit him if he took a shot.
Quick throw in from Willis. They're going to go opposite field with it. Charlie Pearson going to try and chase it down, and it'll roll out, and we will have a throw in for the Cardinals.
Start to see the subs going in. They're hustling a little bit more than I would have expected, but a lot of times you get to this late game situation, you have the lead, you're sudden in the subs constantly. You're slowing the game down. The clock doesn't stop. So you're going to keep stalling it out.
Good ball into the box there, but again, no one home for the Lancers.
Here's that situation with Powers right here. He's going to wait until he pressures him enough to make him pick up the ball.
Powers will pick it up, and he'll take his time as we tick down to 12 minutes left to play here in the game. And at this point,
right over.
A nice couple volleys there from Colerain, an emergency clearance from Efkeman. Efkeman sends it high, and Colerain retains possession. A pass picked up there. Let's see if the Lancers can get a 3-on-3 attack going. Nice couple touches there, and can't quite. That was McAllister that was trying to roll down the sideline there. Can't quite maintain possession.
Yep, it's going to be a goal kick.
For LaSalle.
See the Lancer bench. They look a little defeated, but got to keep their heads up. They're pressuring a lot. They can take some good things out of this game.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's a good learning experience.
If you're the Lancer squad tonight, I mean, you can't really hang your head on a whole lot. I mean, to play a defense like you've played tonight is defeating for anyone. I mean, when you get some of the looks that they've had, and then for that back line for the Cardinals to come up with the saves that they've come up with.
Yeah, you just got to go back, check out the tapes.
Definitely a foul
see what
there.
you could done to give you some more chances. Looks like he got wrapped up a little bit, right? And that's
yeah, Jadon Pitchney.
This is going to be a
freshman
chance
for the Cardinals. Had his arms around. Yeah, got to line up quick as we tick down to 10 minutes left to play. But a good spot. The Cardinals struck from this spot earlier in the game. Ball comes in, low ball, and staying on the ground. Powers will keep that. Zach Harvey was the one that took the kick for the Lancers.
Yeah, what I was going to say is goal differential can be important when it comes to tiebreaker time. So making sure you try to get some points on the board here.
Little miscommunication from the Cardinals will give the Lancers another chance, but a ball played too far for Velasquez.
And if you're Colerain, you really want the shutout, especially you're Mason Powers back there. You're playing one heck of a game.
Oh yeah, if you've played that kind of game that you've played all game long, and you want the clean sheet for sure.
You get the save stats, but saves aren't always the most showy stats. You never know how easy or hard they are, but
and the
shutout's always impressive. He's going to yellow card him for that trip there.
So I
believe it's number 17.
Yeah,
11?
that's
17.
Charlie Pearson will see the book tonight.
Yeah.
With that yellow card there, and then he'll come off. Jonathan Utrecht.
Bit of a lazy foul. You don't
come
like
on,
to see that. Let's see it here on the replay. Yeah, just comes out, scoops his foot. Didn't look like there was tons of ill intent, just more tiredness.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think you're seeing a little bit of that from the Lancers as they're just trying to put a lot of shots into, or put a lot of balls into the box at this point.
Headed away by the LaSalle defense. It's going to be a call on Colerain.
So LaSalle will have a free kick from their own defensive end. We'll give it to Efkeman, and Efkeman's going to be pressured.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure
Slow
up
pass
top.
there, and
that's going to cause a turnover.
Yeah, a few missed passes there for the Lancers.
Yeah.
And they're going to get the ball, though. Quick throw incoming. Deep throw in. Another emergency clearance from Chris Mangold of the Cardinals.
They're pressing fast. Handball. It's another LaSalle throw. Handball.
Oh, yeah, they called a handball, and we're going to have a free kick. Another dangerous free kick from just outside the box.
This is actually exactly where we saw goal 3 come from.
Yeah, this is where we saw goal 3 come from, right on that corner of the 18 there.
Let's see if they're able to replicate it with Samuel Efkeman.
Far post again. Efkeman is going to take the shot.
Send for the cross.
Ball volleyed, and he had the wide open net. Another save from Powers.
Oh, if you're a Lancer, that's just awful. You had the great pass across the box, just not quite able to find it. Powers able to scoop up this one.
Yeah, 2 open looks at the net there, and couldn't put a shot in. And
that was a beautiful ball into the box, and then Vasquez sends it right across, just not able to get the touch on it.
So Lancers trying to get a goal, and
Oh,
The one time of the night they finally get Powers out of position, they can't find the back of the net.
they've had a couple of good combinations, but I think that was their best yet. That was probably their best chance.
Let's see
Even
the
with 2
replay here.
crossbars. Look at how that ball comes right
So-
across. Just not able to get a foot on it.
2 open looks there. One for Willis and one for Doherty.
Oh, drops it back. They're sending the ball in, and Powers is able to pick it up. Now
And
we have a
that-
goal kick.
That first miss from Willis, and then the miss from Doherty. That's freshman and sophomore right there, and again the underclassmen.
Oh, hard
Big
tackle.
foul there.
That was a hard tackle.
That was Doherty that was fouled.
Yeah, he got to the ball at the same time. Yeah,
Again,
I'm always a
I've
let him
seen
play
it.
kind of guy, so I don't know if I
Yeah.
would have called that personally, but it was a hard tackle for sure.
So ball in now and just sent over the net. Again, the Lancers can't connect.
They finally get it past Powers, but it's just too high.
Watch the beautiful ball in from Efkeman here.
They find Willis perfectly on the head. He's just not able to get on top of it.
So another missed chance as we tick
Wow.
down to 6 minutes left in this game.
They've got some really impressive chances going on.
And I mean, this is, as far as defense goes, this is as good as it gets. I mean, the defense for Colerain is impeccable.
Yeah, holding a shutout in this game with the amount of chances LaSalle has had.
So throw in from Cardinals on the top of your screen. They're going to try and send it up that wing.
Oh, deflection goes into their hands.
Now up in the air, they'll come back towards our end.
See if he turns it mid. Oh, now he gives a good touch.
Ooh, a nice defensive play from McAllister. That's
sending it
Sam
down.
McAllister, the younger one.
Too far,
Free
too
ball
far.
and going to be too far. We've called Will McAllister his name plenty tonight. Samuel McAllister, the freshman there, put a good move for that defensive play, but his pass forward just a little too long.
Yeah, it was definitely the right idea. He was able to get it through, past his defender, beat him on the one-on-one, send it diagonally across the box. That's exactly what you want to teach, just a little too far.
So another penalty called, and this time it'll be a free kick for Colerain. The Lancers are going to keep 2 guys up top, though, looking to get that.
Cardinals are still sending the long ball here. I'm still a little confused on why they're not just going for the short. You got the lead, take the possession, get some practice.
Ooh, a shot on here is going to go wide. And really, I mean, I'd say the first half was pretty equal, but really this second half, we really haven't called Nathaniel Fiantetti's name,
Right.
goalkeeper
Yeah.
for the Lancers. He's had a pretty quiet second half, aside from giving up.
Yeah, we talked about
The
parking the
goals.
bus, and that seems to be exactly what Colerain has done. They got that pressure. You can still see a couple moments where they put some strings together, have an offensive chance, but they're not really pressuring. They're not putting that many men up as they were when it was 1-0, 2-0. As soon as they hit 3-0, it's been all defensive.
A little bit of a tense moment there as we had a foul called and tried to take the quick kick off the ground. This time it's going to be sent in and sent long out the back end, and Fantetti will have a goal kick here.
gonna
Under
be a
5
sub here.
minutes left to play. LaSalle looking to break that shutout. Mason Powers and the Colerain defense looking to keep the clean sheet.
Maxwell Waters is coming in for Velasquez now for the Lancers. Both freshmen.
And for Colerain, this is a good flip the script for them. They're coming off a 3-0 loss at Talawanda.
Tough team up at Talawanda. They also took care of the Lancers.
They bounced back just the other day with a 4-2 win at home versus Harrison. And in that game, we saw all 3 guys that have scored tonight score a goal. And then Dylan Huddleston, the senior, also had a goal in that game against Harrison. But Alex McAfee, the freshman, and then Chris Foster and Troy Messerschmidt, a goal each in that game against Harrison and a goal each in the game tonight. So we'll see a few in and out balls over on that far sideline.
Yep.
Colerain throw is volleyed out by a Lancer defenseman.
Pace of play slows down as soon as Colerain gets the ball. Dropping that time off the clock. There's only 3 minutes left.
And here come the Lancers again, through 2 defenders. And here comes a good ball in, but a foul called. Tyler Williams was the one that was trying to take it up the sideline there.
That's another close call here. He does come from behind. That's the key. Oh, his arms. Yep.
Yep. Got to keep the arms down, especially when you're coming behind like that. And the Lancer fans giving him grief for that foul, but nevertheless, we have another Colerain free kick coming with just under 3 minutes left to play.
Yeah, once those arms go up on the defenders, you make it easy for the ref to call that.
Another foul there. This time, Sam McAllister was the one called for the foul.
Colerain's going to cook this out and probably send it right back long into the box. Send it far side.
Yep, we've seen the far
There it
side
is.
long ball, and we'll see it again here.
Fantetti came a long ways out, but wasn't able to quickly track down the ball, but not enough pressure to really cause anything there. Being aggressive and calling for that early a lot of times can scare off the offense as well.
Here comes Sam McAllister again trying to get it upfield, but he's met by a few defenders, and offside flag is up.
Yep.
Fantetti's going to keep this one when we're under 2 minutes left to play.
Talked about using that midfield. It's been used in a different way. Colerain has not stayed flat on their back defense. They'll line up on the flat back to drop them off sides, but as soon as that ball starts rolling up, 2 of them jump forward. They're able to be that stopper position, cause a lot of disruption.
Another Lancer foul here and another free kick for the Cardinals. So Lancers will have to get some rest and really take a look back at things. Again, you really can't say a whole lot when you have a defense like this that the Lancers have played tonight, but we'll definitely have to go up and fix some things as conference play, and then the GCL starts next week. And they have a scrappy Elder Panther team coming here to Lancer Stadium next Tuesday. Conference play begins. Colerain, they'll start conference play with a bottom of the table team as the ball squeaks through here, and the Lancers have a chance. Willis with the shot. He sends it over to goal!
Great 1-2 touch. Send it right across the net, and you don't miss those, that's for sure.
Smart decision here by the freshman Chase Willis. He'll just send it right over to his open man, Will McAllister. The junior has no problem putting that one in, and the clean sheet's broken.
Lots of game sense and maturity showed by Willis there to not try. He's got that one-on-one, but instead of taking the one-on-one shot on the goal, he takes the safe option. He sees his man on the other side with the easier goal. Great play.
A lot of maturity there showed. I'd give it up to Chase Willis there for making the smart play there to end the shutout.
He picks up an assist, too. That's always a cool stat. It might not have the showiness of goals. You don't get the golden boot for assist, but maybe you should.
And, well, we were talking about how these underclassmen, as Willis will get another ball in, and another ball passed here. Sends one on, goal, and it's off the post!
I cannot believe he got to that.
Willis trying to even this game up quickly, but it'll be cleared back out. 20 seconds left to play, and this shot's going to roll back to Powers. Willis with a strong attack here in this last 60 seconds.
I can't tell if that ball hit fist and post or just post, but either way, tough shot at the end.
And with the high punt here, that's going to do it. The Lancers avoid the shutout, but Colerain will walk away with a 3-1 win.
Yeah, really hard-fought, physical game. Saw lots of fouls, lots of set pieces. Colerain was just the one to get those opportunities and make sure they get in the back of the net. Take advantage of that chance.
So Colerain, they open GMC conference play next week. They'll head up to Middletown. Middletown sitting at the bottom of the table in the GMC. The Lancers, however, they start GCL conference play next week, and as we just talked about, a scrappy Elder team coming here to Lancer Stadium. And beautiful goaltending from both tonight by Fantetti and Mason Powers, but Powers in that Colerain defense with an incredible game and a 3-1 victory. So for all of us here at Waycross Television, I want to thank everyone in the truck for letting us come out and do this game tonight. 3-1, the Colerain Cardinals walk away with a victory over the LaSalle Lancers. For everyone at Waycross TV, for Tony Suarez, for Dean Lowry, I'm Josh Semstrott. Have a great night, folks.